picture. Take a picture. Hi there, everybody. This is Sallie Elkordy, and I am at Theater 80 on St. Mark's, where Michael Murphy has just premiered his show in Manhattan. Very exciting. It's all about chemtrails, and chemtrails is what we're trying to stop being sprayed over our heads. And we'll show, actually, the movie. Here, let me show the video. I just got a couple of them, one to keep and one to share. See that? It's why in the world are they spraying. The second part is of what in the world are they spraying. This is one terrific movie. I'm telling you, chocked full of the real deal. So please do buy your copy. Do you know the website, Cindy?
Truth Media.
Truthmedia.org.
I think .org
or .com, one or the either. Okay, yeah. Now please pan over to the Pikoulas family. The Pikoulas family right here. Cindy Pikoulas and her husband, what's your first name?
Jim.
Jim. Okay, Cindy and Jim Pikoulas and their children. What are your names?
Emma and Liam.
Thank you.
Emma and Liam? Okay. Well, anyway, Cindy is a well-known activist in the movement of exposing what's going on with chemtrails, in testing the materials for the chemtrails, and going to meet with the health department, health committee in your area of Suffolk County, and you are a trailblazer, Cindy Pikoulas. Tell us a little bit about what you've done and then about the movie you just saw.
Okay, what we've done, we're Long Island Skywatch, and our legislator put forth a resolution to possibly ban any sort of airplane from spraying anything down. That was the furthest that we could get. Unfortunately, it passed the legislator, which meant that it had to go to the health committee for approval. The chairman of the health committee voted for it, but the other members would not. And now we're just hopefully trying to get a stamina and get a group of people to come and work with us and go back to the legislators to say, hey, they cannot do this. And that's what we're trying to do throughout the country at the local level, for people to go and question their legislators to see what is going on in the air. And we're here today because we flew Michael Murphy in to show why in the world are they spraying. And we got a really good turnout, so things are starting to look up. We're very optimistic.
Wonderful. Okay, would you like to say a few words, Jim, please? I know that you spoke out at the health committee, and they gave you props, I gotta say. They were very respectful to you.
Yeah, they were. Well, what we wanted was dialogue, and it's very difficult to just talk to your legislation and have a law passed, but we're informing them of what's happening. It's geoengineering. It's a massive scale situation which affects all of us, and they're aware of it, but I don't think they're ready to touch it yet because we don't really have the numbers behind us. It's a tricky topic.
Okay, children, how do you feel on a really heavily sprayed day? How do you feel in your lungs, for example?
You get a bad taste in your mouth from being outside a lot. It just tastes and smells funny. You kind of just want to go inside.
Is the taste metallic? What is it?
It's like a metallic taste, yeah.
Huh.
And you'll smell like a burning sort of smell.
Okay, very interesting.
So snowing when it's 40 degrees, 45 degrees, because they can make that happen too. So anything that we consider normal now or anomalies, what's happening in the atmosphere, and people are just getting used to it. They're thinking, they don't stop and think, it's 40 degrees out, why is it snowing? But that's happening throughout California on a consistent basis.
What I like to tell people, because this is such a difficult topic and it's not something that people can grasp because they're trusting. They have 3 websites on the internet which I find really interesting. There's North American Weather Consultants. They claim that they have been manipulating or changing the Northeast weather for 60 years. That's North American Weather Consultants. Then we have JustClouds.com, a company that makes just clouds. And then we have another company online, Weather Modification Incorporated, and their motto is "Some people see clouds, we see possibilities." So we're just trying to bring that out too. That this is real and it's not conspiracy. It's proven. So it's just a matter of time, hopefully.
And to also augment that, if you look into the patents, you'll find out that they've had patents for geoengineering for what?
Since the 20s.
Since 1920.
1927.
So, yeah, it's not something new. And if you start to look at old TV shows and things, you'll see it 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You'll see trails. It's just, it's been happening insidiously, so you don't notice it, but now it's just a full-fledged assault all the time.
Right.
You know?
Okay. I'd like to put a call out to all New Yorkers right now to visit together every Thursday in October our legislators. Call me at 646-354-0699 if you're willing to go with a group and address your legislators. I know, as I say, Cindy has made more headway than anyone. I'd like to introduce you to the gentleman who made this remarkable movie, Why in the World Are They Spraying?, which is so informative. It's important to see the first movie, What in the World Are They Spraying?, but the second movie is just so chock filled with information, you don't want to miss this one for any reason whatsoever. Here he is now, the director. His name is Michael Murphy. How do you do, Michael?
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thank you. Well, why don't you tell a little bit about all the people that were in your movie? You had so many people interviewed during the course of the movie, all with very, very good information.
Absolutely. Well, we had former 20-year weatherman Scott Stevens, who's well aware of this issue, really explain to us how the trails, how geoengineering is related to weather control and literally the corporatization of our weather. Dane Wigington, who is an expert, Dr. Nick Baggage, known around the world for his expertise in the HARP system. It's literally an ionosphere heater that has the technology, the ability to heat our atmosphere and thus control our weather. So without question, geoengineering can be used and is being used to control and corporatize our weather. What we learned is there are a number of corporations who benefit through the corporatization of our weather. This summer's drought, certain corporations profited tremendously. Weather is actually being traded on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and what we had found is that certain corporations have the ability to predict adverse weather conditions, and in doing so, they can profit from that. So every commodity essentially is based on the ability to effectively predict weather conditions. So if you're amongst those who are involved in controlling our weather, you have the ability to place these bets or place these predictions, and literally income potential is limitless if you can predict the weather. So without question, weather control technology is available, and there are certain individuals who do know what the agenda is. Genetically modified seed companies definitely benefit this, and what we found, there's an issue that has been destroying our crops, and that's the issue of abiotic stress, and USDA has predicted that by the year 2030 we would see an additional 30% crop loss due to abiotic stress. What is abiotic stress? It's everything that the chemtrail geoengineering programs create. It's the drought conditions, it's the heavy metal contamination of our soils, it's too much moisture, and it's also fungal overgrowth. These all lead to crop loss and are related to abiotic stress. And what we found is Monsanto actually has a genetically modified seed that will grow in this condition. It's a genetically modified seed, abiotic stress resistant seed. It's everything from apples to zucchini. So what they're doing essentially is destroying our ability to grow natural organic seeds. They come in with their solution and literally consolidate enormous amount of both monetary and political power into the hands of a few. So in Why in the World Are They Spraying? We cover this, and you can see the trailer at whyintheworldaretheyspraying.com. Get involved with this issue. It literally affects and impacts every living thing on the planet. We have great opportunity to stop these programs, but it starts with, again, us getting educated and well-versed on the subject. So again, whyintheworldaretheyspraying.com. Thanks again. New York has been wonderful, and we'll see you next trip. Thank you.
Hi there. You just heard Michael Murphy, the director of Why in the World Are They Spraying? And his first film was What in the World Are They Spraying?